So recently I just started monitoring my sleep, and I realized that I have missed out a lot when it comes to sleep in my life. I used to be someone who sleeps at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I'll wake up at 7 to 8 p.m. a.m. to go to work, and then come back home, and it's all a vicious cycle. But I realized that ever since I instilled certain habits and routine into my night ritual, a lot has changed for me in terms of I have a much more calmer nervous system, and I feel so much better the next day. And also, by getting in bed early, I have such a good sleep. And this is life-changing because I never used to be this person who enjoys sleep so much. Like, I used to pack my days with full of activities all the way up till 2 to 3 a.m. and then I'll go to sleep. And this is so bad. Like, throughout my whole 20s, I've just been doing this, not realizing how much damage it has done to me. But ever since I started reversing this and started unlearning these habits and learn the new habits, I feel so much better for myself. I feel a lot more clearer and fresher the next day. I feel more clarity. I feel more happy. I feel more, it's just overall so positive. And I'm going to share to you what is the night ritual that I am currently in, right? So let's say half an hour before bedtime, I would actually spend 10 to 15 minutes writing. While writing, I have a cup of chamomile tea, right? Well, writing or journaling, whichever you want to call it, right? So there's so many steps to before I actually go to bed, right? Before this, I used to sleep at 2 to 3. Right now, I go to bed at about 11 to 11:30 p.m. right? So before that, I'll actually start writing about my day and just reflect on how did the day go, and setting my intention for the next day with a side of chamomile tea. And when I get to bed, I would actually have a capsule of magnesium glycinate, right? Just one. Honestly, I've never used to take this, but recently, I think for the past 2 to 3 years, I started taking this, and I realized that I have a really, really deep sleep. And that's great because I love my deep sleeps. Besides that, recently I started using a mouth tape, which is also very interesting because I never thought that a mouth tape would be something that people would use, because you're taping your mouth and you're sleeping with a mouth tape. Like, you're only breathing from your nose. Initially, I thought this is something that would make me suffocate because I have a deviated septum, and sometimes I struggle to breathe properly. Like, it's just blocked perpetually, right? So I thought by wearing a mouth tape, I would actually be suffocated. But I tried using it, and it's amazing. I really didn't think that having a mouth tape on while sleeping works, but it actually works. It's amazing. I don't know how to explain, but basically you will wake up without a dry mouth. I think before this, when I used to sleep without a mouth tape, I would wake up in the morning and I have such a dry mouth, and it's just not a nice feeling at all. And having a mouth tape removes that. And now recently, my wife actually got me an eye mask to use before I sleep, and I was like, eye mask? Wow, I'm already doing like the whole chamomile tea, writing before you sleep, magnesium glycinate, and then mouth tape, and then now my wife actually added an eye mask to my routine. And to be honest, the eye mask is a pretty interesting thing as well, because aside from sleeping at night, I have difficulty sleeping in the afternoon. Taking afternoon naps. But ever since I got the eye mask, it makes it so much easier for me to go to bed in the afternoon when I want to take afternoon naps. You know, simply because it blocks out the sunlight, it blocks out light entering your eyes. And I think when that happens, it makes you fall asleep so much more easier. I don't know what's next, whether she's going to get me earplugs, but if when the time comes, I'll probably update this video. But this is the complete night ritual that I'm currently having, which is pretty interesting, and I just thought I would share to you, because I am actually having such a good sleep. Like, if you're not even doing any of these and you are having difficulties trying to sleep, and you want to explore you know, certain habits that could help you, you can actually try some of these. You know, first is journaling before you sleep, writing, right? Writing your thoughts out, letting your thoughts out. Secondly is having chamomile tea, right? They say it helps you calm down, it helps you be relaxed. It's true. You actually feel a lot more chill and a lot more relaxed after you drink it. And then you have the magnesium glycinate, right? And mouth tape. And finally, the eye mask. I don't know what else I'm missing, but this 5 combo actually does wonders. And I think, you know, it's something for me to share, that if you are into your sleep and you want to improve your sleep better, you know, try this and let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you want to know anything about this and how it feels, I'm happy to share. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.